Ancient beginnings, prehistory in Urartu, circa 6000 BC E to 600 BCE. Armenia's history reaches back to the dawn of civilization. Archaeological evidence shows that humans lived in the Armenian highlands as early as 6000 BCE, practicing agriculture, metallurgy, and animal domestication. The region's highlands, rivers, and fertile valleys made it a natural cradle for early societies. By the 9th century BCE, the powerful kingdom of Urartu emerged around Lake Van. Urartu was a highly organized state with advanced engineering, stone fortresses, irrigation systems, and cuneiform writing. Though eventually destroyed by invasions, Urartu laid the cultural and political foundations of Armenian identity. Formation of the Armenian Kingdom, 600 BCE, 1st century BCE. After the fall of Urartu, Armenian tribes consolidated into a unified people. Armenia came under the influence of Persian empires, particularly the Achaemenids, but retained local rulers. Following Alexander the Great's conquest, Armenia gained greater independence. Under King Tigranes the Great in 95 to 55 BCE, Armenia reached the height of its power. His empire stretched from the Caspian Sea to the Mediterranean, making Armenia one of the most influential states in the ancient Near East. Armenian culture, administration, and diplomacy flourished during this golden age. Armenia and Christianity, a world first, 1st to 5th century CE. Armenia holds a unique place in world history as the first nation to adopt Christianity as a state religion in 301 CE. This transformation under King Tiridates III and St. Gregory the Illuminator permanently shaped Armenian identity. Christianity became a unifying force during centuries of foreign pressure from Rome and Persia. In 405 CE, Misrap Mashtats created the Armenian alphabet, allowing religious texts, history, and literature to flourish in the Armenian language. This ensured cultural survival even without political independence. Between empires, survival through faith and culture, 5th to 9th century, Armenia became a battleground between the Byzantine and Persian empires. Repeated invasions weakened centralized rule, but Armenian nobles and clergy preserved autonomy through local governance. The Battle of Avarir, 451 CE, though a military defeat, symbolized Armenia's refusal to abandon Christianity. This event became a cornerstone of Armenian national consciousness, reinforcing the idea that faith and identity were worth defending at any cost. Medieval Armenian kingdoms, Bagratids in Cilicia, 9th to 14th century. In the 9th century, Armenia regained independence under the Bagratid dynasty, with Ani, the city of 1,000 churches, as its capital. Armenia once again became a center of art, architecture, and trade. After Seljuk invasions, Armenians established the Kingdom of Cilicia along the Mediterranean coast. Cilician Armenia became a vital ally of Crusader states and a bridge between Europe and the East. It preserved Armenian statehood until its fall in 1375. Foreign rule in the Armenian diaspora, 14th to 19th century. Following the fall of Cilicia, Armenia was divided between Ottoman and Persian empires. Armenians endured heavy taxation, discrimination, and periodic massacres, yet maintained strong communities centered on churches, schools, and trade networks. Over centuries, a vast Armenian diaspora emerged across the Middle East, Europe, and Asia, spreading Armenian culture while keeping ties to the homeland alive. Tragedy of the Armenian Genocide, 1915 to 1917. One of the darkest chapters in Armenian history occurred during World War I. The Armenian Genocide, carried out by the Ottoman Empire, resulted in the systematic killing and deportation of approximately 1.5 million Armenians. This catastrophe destroyed centuries-old communities and reshaped Armenian identity forever. Survival, memory, and justice became central themes of modern Armenian consciousness. Soviet Armenia and independence, 1920 to 1991. After a brief period of independence following World War I, Armenia was incorporated into the Soviet Union in 1920. Under Soviet rule, Armenia experienced industrialization, education expansion, and urban growth, particularly in Yerevan. However, political repression and restrictions on national expression remained. In 1991, as the Soviet Union collapsed, Armenia declared independence, reclaiming sovereignty after centuries of foreign domination. Modern Armenia, Challenges and Resilience, 1991 to present. Independent Armenia faced economic hardship, regional conflict, and political transitions. Despite these challenges, the country rebuilt institutions, strengthened global ties, and deepened connections with the Armenian diaspora. Today, Armenia balances ancient heritage with modern aspirations. Its churches, language, and traditions, some of the oldest in the world, remain central to national identity, a civilization that refused to vanish. Armenia's history is not defined by uninterrupted power, but by endurance. Surrounded by empires, devastated by tragedy, and scattered across the world, Armenians preserve their faith, language, and culture against overwhelming odds. From Urartu to Christianity, from medieval kingdoms to modern independence, Armenia stands as one of humanity's oldest surviving civilizations, a nation that endured by remembering who it was.